and where we started 15 minutes ago was 1 spade, 3 spades. Shows 4-card support. Spade, change suits, something, 3 spades. Shows 3-card support. 2 ways to get there. I've got different values. One of them promises 4, the other promises 3. It would be, if you are doing, and this is one of those things that should be, whether you do it or not. If I'm bidding to 3 spades, anytime I freely bid to 1 below game, I have an invitational hand. That's a good definition of an invitational hand. If I'm not forced to bid to 1 below game and I'm bidding to 1 below game, I have an invitational hand. So, spade, 3 spade promises 4, spade, 2 diamonds, 2 no, 3 spades, promises 3. By the way, if the auction goes spade, 2 diamonds, 2 spades, my partner tends to have 6, I'm accepting with a 3-card invitational hand. I'll just go to 4 spades for what that's worth. I will upgrade my hand because we have a 9-card, because what I anticipate is a 9-card fit.
Yeah.
And boy, I hope this works. Questions, comments? All right, got one more. Yeah, I got a few more hands for you.
I had no clue what you just said.
Yeah, that.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I got confused on that too.
If I have this hand,
He's fast, isn't he? He's getting faster.
how many high card points?
11.
I've got 11, so this is an invitational hand. Okay, I am going to bid 1 spade, pass 2 clubs with this hand. Okay, because I'm preparing to show a 3-card. It's called a limit raise. Some people use the term limit raise. I've got 11 to 12 points. I have a limit raise, an invitational hand in spades. Okay, so I'm planning to bid. My plan is if he bids 2 no, to bid 3 spades. Okay, partner, I've got 11 to 12 points and a 3-card spade. Okay, this is what I'm planning. Okay, if he bids 2 hearts, I'm bidding 3 spades. I'm planning to show an invitational hand. If my partner bids 2 spades, I'm going to upgrade my hand to enough for game, and I'm going to bid 4 spades. Because when he bids 2 spades here, he should have a 6-card suit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he would have another suit to bid, or he could bid no trump. Yes, sir.
I get confused when no trumps are thrown in. When you had originally 1 spade and then came back 2 no.
Well, what, instead of saying 2 spades,
12 to 14.
you're going to say.
Yes, sir.
And I hate to bring this up on this, but with 2 clubs, isn't that promising 5 clubs?
Nope.
It's not promising 5 clubs.
More than minimum. This is responding. More than minimum.
You're going to love this. Any other questions before I don't answer Steve's question?
That's right.
Anyone? Anyone?
Yeah.
All right. So does this, and I would bid 4 spades with this. I would upgrade my invitational hand. Partner showed me a 6 spade. I'm just going to game. Whereas if partner only has 5 spades, I'm going to still make the invitational I anticipated. Now you have this hand. This is for the guy in the back. That'll work. I'll just do that.
14.
How many high card points?
14.
14. Do we have a game going hand?
Yeah.
Partner opened a spade. What do I do?
2 no.
Where do I anticipate we're going to land then? Where do I expect we're going to land?
4 spades.
I expect we're going to land 4 spades. Hold that thought. Okay, you remember this hand?
Yeah. Oh my God. It's erased.
And when I say, do you remember this hand, that's code for I'm about to erase this.
Yeah.
Right. That's your opponent's hand.
14 and 14.
All right, my partner opens one spade. What do I bid with this hand? Four spades. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
Yeah.
Deal with me.
Yeah.
I don't have a good hand, but we might be able to make four spades, and if we can't make four spades, the opponents can make something. Right? So I'm going to go as high as I can, as quick as I can. One spade pass, four spades. Boy, I hope this works. Okay, so you got that? This is what four spades looks like. I got a rotten hand, but I have a 5-card spade suit, and I have a side void or singleton. Side void or singleton is important.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah.
Does that make some sense?
Yes.
Any questions?
Nobody does that.
I know, but we need to. It's pretty cool. I love that. I tried. Love that reevaluate.
Okay.
All right.
That's close to what I had up there before. For
Yeah.
those of you asked to remember the hand. So your partner opens a spade. What do you do with this hand?
No trouble.
Two no trump.
Two no trump.
That's what I think. I don't know.
14
All right.
cards, two no.
Now, it's just the guy in the back being the guy in the back. Two no trump in standard is 11 to 12. I'm bidding to one below game.
Oh.
Okay. And doing it immediately or doing it after still shows 11 to 12. Okay.
Doesn't show
Two no
14,
trump after you go for one of the suit. I've got 11 to 12.
I thought it was 12, 14.
It's okay. But still, if I bid no trump, I still have the spade suit. Okay, I think all roads are leading to four spades.
Yeah.
Okay, and if all roads don't lead to four spades here, then they certainly do here.
Yeah.
So it's more important to let your partner know you have spade support as opposed to let your partner know what your point count is.
No. Yeah, well, yes,
Yeah.
but later.
Confusing.
Okay, with this hand, I know we're getting to four spades, but I'm not going to bid four spades right away because four spades is that piece of cheese 5-backer with a side singleton. So with this hand, I'm just going to change suits. Two clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Partner will bid whatever my partner bids, and I will bid four spades. Okay, so I'm going to change suits.
Three no.
Without a fit.
I don't get the point of, not going, right, to,
Here it is
or
right here.
giving three.
With 13 is another
Spades.
suit.
Well,
Two
one
no.
spade, three spades would be
Raise
invitation.
game,
My partner can pass
on
that.
your next bid.
Okay, so I don't want to invite my partner.
Here's
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, would you like to go out would you like to go out on Friday night?
Don't have that.
No.
It's not
My
allowed.
invitation got turned down. I don't get to go out Friday night.
So the difference is that you've got 2 extra points here.
Yeah, I've got a hand that wants to be in game. Okay, so
Not
I'm
10
not
to
going to
12.
invite with this hand. I'm going to say we're going to game. My partner doesn't know it yet, but he can't pass my 2 club bid because I changed suits.
So what is the value of doing that
Bid
versus
another
just
suit
going
at the 2 then
Because
raise
if my partner has the right hand, we might belong in more
Oh,
than
yes,
4.
you do.
page 14.
To do that.
Yeah.
Because I can do this with better hands.
Just reinforcing things like that.
Yes, sir.
I think you just
But it's
answered my
good.
question, I just want to confirm. You
So
don't have the
what's
right to
that?
four
Wait.
spades because you might be in more. You
Yes.
want to give your partner the chance to say,
You
hey,
should
we
have
might have
10.
some potential.
Right.
Okay.
If we have the right hand, and
Don't have 10 of
even if that isn't the case,
bid, one no.
I'm still not going to bid 4 spades because I'm going to use that to show
That's where you
the
don't have
really
the
rotten
fit.
hand.
So you just-
Mhm.
1 spade past 4 spades. I got a rotten hand.
Shortness or
one spade, two clubs, something, four spades, I have a good hand. It may be important if the opponents come into the auction. Okay. One spade past four spades, five diamonds.
If you don't understand it, don't panic. He's teaching you some good stuff, but it's a little bit tricky, and if you don't quite follow it, don't worry about it. You'll get it. I promise.
Oops, 52. That's funny. All right. I open one, or my partner opens one spade. Next person passes, I bid four spades. My left-hand opponent bids five diamonds. Okay, is it going to benefit my partner to know that my hand could be this, as opposed to have a full-throated game-going hand?
Yeah.
Yeah, my partner, that might impact his decision. Okay, so two ways to get there. And by the way, if I have a game-going hand and my partner's open, I don't anticipate the opponents are going to be in this auction.
Probably. No.
So I don't have to get there right away. I can take my time. Does that make some sense? Any questions?
What do you bid after the five diamonds?
Well, I'm going to be as silent as a church mouse.
Yeah. It's up to your owner.
So it's up
Because
to
I've defined my...
it's up to-
And again,
it's up to your partner.
that's the great thing about making hands where I have really defined my hand. Okay? I used to play with a woman. I told you what my story was. I described my hand. So I've described my hand here. And I've given my partner the ability to make a decision. If he passes, do I bid five spades? No. If he doubles, do I bid five spades? No. If he bids five spades, do I bid six?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
So if it is one spade, two diamond, then I go for, instead of four spade, I go for three diamond, right?
No. The other way. Okay, and this is back to the Q-bid thing. Okay, the auction has gone. One spade, two diamonds on my right. With this hand, every day of the week, I'm bidding four spades. Make them figure it out. Four spades, because I actually make here.
So you are going for four spade?
I'm going to four spades. Okay, so this is what four spades looks like. Got a rotten hand with a singleton and five spades. Whereas if I had this hand, I would bid three diamonds.
Oh, three.
I've got a 9 count with 4-card support, and I've got a singleton. This is a good hand.
Three diamonds.
So with this hand, I'm going to show my partner I have a good hand by bidding 3 diamonds. I have something that equates to at least an invitational hand. And if my partner bid 3 spades, I might overrule him and bid 4 spades. And sometimes it will work out well, and sometimes it won't.
Yeah.
Whenever you overrule your partner,
Godspeed.
yeah, good luck with that.
Yes.
So would it depend on whether you're vulnerable or not, whether you go to four?
It wouldn't. Vulnerability for me is only going to come up in 2 areas. Okay, when I'm preempting, when I'm overcalling. Okay, if we're in a constructive auction, I'm going to bid. It will not change my bids unless I'm overcalling and preempting.
Okay.
Good question. Yes, ma'am.
If the second bidder bids 2 clubs, would you then say 3 clubs?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. This is an invitational.
So it's
hand
not
in
just
support
always
of spades.
diamonds.
It's whatever they bid.
Okay.
Good question. I am the definition of a Q bid is I'm bidding a suit that the opponents have bid, and the reason I can do that is because it can't be natural. it won't be natural. If the opponents have bid a suit, overcalled a suit, saying they
Pretty
like
cool.
this suit, I am not going to want to try to fulfill a contract in that suit. If they have diamonds, I likely don't. Even if I do, I don't want to play in a diamond contract knowing that I've got diamonds over here. So I'm going to free up the diamond bid for something else. Yes, ma'am.
I think you just answered it, but if I open one spade, left-hand opponent is 2 diamonds, my partner says 3 diamonds, I am cued that that's an artificial bid. It says nothing about his diamonds, is that no?
Correct. It says nothing about diamonds. It is, my partner has at least an invitational hand in support of my spades. Okay, if they bid 2 clubs, I bid 3 clubs. If they bid 2 hearts, I bid 3 hearts. 2 diamonds, I bid 3 diamonds. I'm bidding whatever suit they bid. Good question. Yes, ma'am.
One suit should be should have singleton, right?
Nope.
No?
No, give
Why
me
done
this.
that, not knowing what I was doing? Should have done it yesterday.
Well, don't give me this, because this has 14 cards. But and by the way, if you have 14 cards, you should be bidding no trump.
Yeah.
I've got this. I've got an 11 count with 4 spades. It's at least an invitational hand. Okay, so I'm going to Q bid. I don't have a singleton, but I have the same hand where it would have gone 1 spade, 3 spades. Okay? Yes, sir.
And what's the advantage of the 3 diamond bid versus a 3 spade bid?
Because if I don't play the 3 diamond bid, then I can't bid 3 spades on cheese. 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 It's a technical bridge term for a rotten bridge hand.
Cheese.
Cheese.
Bridge hand. You should remember that. Was wondering if she was using the term
3 diamond
cheese
bid
for.
means you got 2 points.
I did too.
3 diamond says I'm at least invitational.
A rotten bridge hand.
Cheese.
Okay? 1 diamond, 2 diamonds, 3 spades. Okay? I can't do that
You got to have.
if my partner thinks that that's a strong bid.
Good.
So I have 1 bid for all my strong bids, and everything else is less than a strong bid.
Yeah. Everything
Okay.
else.
I've got 1 bid to show a strong bid, and everything else is something other than that. Yes, ma'am.
So to do the queue, you have to have 11 to 12 points.
No.
Something at least an invitational hand.
Right, because in the
I
example
would
you
do
had, you
13.
only had 9,
You have to.
I had a singleton.
but you had a
I
single.
had a 9 that evaluated to
Okay,
11.
okay.
Cubic
Questions,
zero.
comments?
With a good
11
hand.
or 12.
11 to 12. Okay.
Questions, comments? All right, have we touched on everything that we wanted to touch on responding to 1 spade? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one other thing I need to give you, and this is going to be
Terrible.
for the guys in the back.
Terrible.
It's good.
You should charge them more.
Well, they came all this way. This is important. Have I said that today?
14.
I have
Yeah.
once or twice. Okay, this is important. Your partner has opened 1 spade. How many points do you have?
14.
14.
14.
So, are you going to game? We're going to game. Don't know how we're going to get there, but we're going to get to game. So what do I bid? Oh, hold on, wait, stop. Wait, stop.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Free no trump.
Okay.
Okay. trump would tend to deny a fit.
Right.
Okay, and I know we have a fit. I don't want to play no trump. I want to play this hand
Diamonds?
in a suit contract.
One
I'm
diamond.
betting 2 hearts.
That's it, diamond.
All right.
Well, what's the opponent set?
There. Okay, my partner's open,
Yeah.
and I've got this. So the opponents are going to be, we'll just call them quiet. They're going to be spectators on this auction.
Okay.
Okay. I bid 2 diamonds on this hand.
2 diamonds.
Two diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Why two?
It is not my longest suit. It is tied with hearts for my longest suit.
Keep it.
But, okay, 1 spade past 2 hearts. Absolutely, positively, every single time promises
Your partner.
5
Five
hearts.
hearts.
Every single time. 1 spade past 2 hearts. Every single time I have 5 hearts.
So it would fall into the 13 plus in the fit column. Would that
Yep.
always be a 2 change suit?
Change suits at the 2 level.
level.
And when we get to Friendly Bridge 39, you'll learn all kinds of fancy other bids.
Okay.
But, okay, so with this hand, I'm bidding 2 diamonds. Now, would you like to know why?
Yeah.
Other than because I told you so?
Yeah.
I'm going to say that my partner next bids 2 hearts.
And that promises 5.
Okay. Anytime I bid my second suit, I'm only promising 4. Okay. He opened a spade. I bid 2 diamonds, and he bid 2 hearts.
So we have an 8-card fit.
So we have 2 8-card fits.
Yeah.
Do you go 4 heart?
Life is good. So which plays better in general, a 4-4 fit or a 5-3 fit?
5.
Right, 4-4 fits tend to play better than 5-3 fits.
So would you do 4 spades or you do spade?
4-4 fits tend to play better than 5-3 fits.
4-4.
So I would bid 4 hearts.
Yeah.
Okay. The reason they play better, and I'm not going to take the time at this point to put up hands showing you, but I've got more flexibility. Okay. If I'm in a 4-4 fit, I might be able to trump 2 things in one hand before pulling trump. I also have the ability to get pitches on my partner's 5-card suit, where if my partner's 5-card suit is trump, then I don't get to pitch losers on it. 4-4 fits tend to play better than 5-3 fits. And 1 spade past 2 hearts absolutely positively promises 5. Both of these things are important.
If you've got 2 3-card minors and you bid no trump.
No, if I've got a spade fit and I've got a game going hand in spades, I just change suits. We're never playing this hand in clubs.
Right, but what I'm saying is if you don't have a 4-card minor, you've got 2 3-card minors, then are you bidding no?
No, I've got this hand.
Yeah.
This hand that very well may play better in no trump than it does in spades, or at least not worse in spades and no trump. With this hand, if all roads lead to 4 spades, I'm going to bid 2 clubs. We're never playing this hand in clubs because my next bid is going to be spades.
What's wrong with no trump in this hand?
Nothing. The reason we like 8-card major suit fits is we tend to be able to take at least one more trick in an 8-card major suit fit than in no trump. The way we do that usually is we trump something on one side or the other.
Yes.
Well, we aren't trumping anything on this side. Okay. So it is possible that no trump will take as many tricks as spades. I haven't actually looked at these hands enough to figure out whether give my partner a balanced 13 count with a 5-3-3-2, whether 3 no trump or 4 spades plays better. Certainly give my partner small doubleton and diamonds, and I'd rather be in spades. So I'm still, in the fullness of time, I'm a spade bidder, although I can appreciate that it's not as close here as it is on other hands.
Suppose the passing second person bid 2 diamonds, then what do you do?
Well, if they were at my table, I would consider punishing them. Look, okay, I am going to do something to prevent you from coming into my auction. So if I can set you 1,100, that will probably make you think before you come into my auction. Now seriously, with this hand, I don't have the hand to do that.
Yeah.
I just want to. Doesn't mean I can, but I want to.
Okay, so you can
yes,
say
ma'am.
3 diamonds, I guess.
What am I gonna do the next time? He did 1 spade, I did 3 diamonds.
Yeah. Cupid, that's the
Oh,
one
with
that's
this
the
hand I bid
Cupid.
400.
I know.
See, I can't.
If he bids 2 no trump, I'm gonna bid 4 spades.
Okay,
It
Then
helps
people
in
your
your
partner won't, your partner won't know what you're talking
Correct.
about.
All right, questions, comments?
What does that mean?
Well, you can tell them what it means nicely,
Yeah, if they have.
if they ask.
You're gonna like this.
And I think it's okay to shake your hand to your partner to play it,
Yeah, I do
so
too.
they can help you at the end. If you didn't do it
Me
right.
too.
Okay, what's that?
All right, we are now going to change. Instead of partner opening one of a major, and there's one thing I forgot to say. There's only one thing I forgot to say responding to one of the major. Everything else I covered. Okay? If your partner opens 1 heart, and this will make sense based on what we're saying now, if you have a support for them, support them. If you don't, and you have a 4-card spade suit, you can bid that 4-card spade suit instead of bidding no trump with a 6 count. Okay? 1 spade pass, I've got a 6 count. I'm either bidding 2 spades or 1 no trump. Okay, 1 heart pass. Okay, I'm still looking to bid hearts first. Okay, but if I have a 4-card spade suit, I can bid 1 spade instead of responding 1 no trump. Does that make some sense? Yeah, the purpose of our bidding is we're trying to figure out 2 things. Do we have enough points for game? Do we have an 8-card major suit fit? Okay, so if I have a 4-card major that I can respond to at the 1 level, I should do that before bidding no trump. When I bid no trump, I'm saying unless you have extra length, we do not have an 8-card major suit fit.
So it is good practice to show your fit before you show your other suit, right? Say for instance you have 5 card in really good card in diamond, but you have a fit to your partner. So instead of going for 1 spade, 2 spade, you go for 2 diamond, and then when it comes back, another time, go for his suit, right?
If my partner's open 1 diamond,
Okay.
and I have enough points to respond, my first responsibility is to explore for an 8-card major suit fit.
Oh,
Okay, my first responsibility. So I have this hand. How many high card points? I've got 6. Okay, do I have enough to respond? I've got enough to respond. My response should be 1 spade. Okay? I have not promised more than 6 points. Okay, and if my partner has a 4-card spade suit, this hand will almost always score at least as well in spades as it will in diamonds. So I am bidding a spade with this.
If my partner open diamond.
If my partner opens a diamond.
But suppose I have 10 points, my partner open one spade, and I have all those diamonds and three cards in spade.
Okay, then
My partner open in spade.
got it. I'm gonna let you answer this question, since you asked it. What's your plan here? One spade, pass. You have an 11 count. What do you do?
I will
What-
go for
Well, first of all,
two diamonds.
okay, so you would bid 2 diamonds, and your partner bids 2 hearts,
Yeah, that cute thing.
and now what? Three spades. Okay? Freely bidding to one below game shows an invitational hand. Okay, if I'm bidding at the 2 level, minimum hand. Minimum hands make minimum bids. Invitational hands make invitational bids. Okay, so all roads here, I've got 11 count with 3 spades. We're getting to 3 spades. My plan is to bid 2 diamonds and then bid 3 spades after whatever my partner does. And this is for the guy in the back. If my partner says 2 spades, I'm going to bid 4 spades. Okay? Okay. It's an important, and this will, y'all that play on Sunday night, I would encourage you to write down your scores and look at how you score on various hands. I would encourage you to get hand records that show you the hands that you play and show you what contracts can be fulfilled on the various hands. And don't take them, and they assume that you can see all the cards that the opponents have. So it'll force you to do things like drop singleton kings and play for bad play suit combinations as though you know where all the cards are, as opposed to how you actually play the hand if you knew what you were doing. But look at the hands, and if you're finding that you're not making to games that can make, okay, you may want to ask, is there any way we should have been in this game? And if you got 24 or 25 points between the 2 hands, the answer is probably yes.
So at your invitational row is not one more than what your partner bid, it's one game, one number under game.
It is in the major. Here it's
Okay.
not, but yeah. In spades, it's 1 below game. 3 spades or 2
One
no.
above what your
You can
partner
leave it.
bid,
Right.
one under game.
Right. So back to this hand.
He won't charge anything.
You sure?
Okay. With this hand, I'm bidding a spade.
And the pizza's not coming.
What?
Okay. No, not this hand. It only has 11 cards. Okay.
I was like, what?
With this hand, I'm bidding a spade.
Yeah, giving him the 4.
If my partner bids 1 no, what am I doing next? Bidding 2 diamonds.
2 diamonds.
Okay. The same 2 diamonds I could have bid before. Okay, the same 2 diamonds I could have bid before, I was just exploring for an 8-card major suit fit. Okay, so same thing. I got 6 to 10. My next bid is going to be a 2-level bid or 1 no trump. Okay, 11 to 12. My next bid will be a 3-level bid or 2 no trumps. Now, if I immediately bid diamonds or no trump, I do not have a 4-card major. Okay, because my first responsibility is to show a 4-card major. So with this hand, I can bid 2 diamonds. I absolutely positively do not have a 4-card major. Does that make some sense?
Yeah, I have.
Any questions?
in the no trump.
Yes, sir.
Because you can't say two.
The hand that's there after
But see, he just
your
said,
partner
say two
bids
dimes.
again, you're just
They
gonna sign.
don't play that two spade thing here.
I might compete to 3 diamonds. Oh, if my partner bids again after 2 diamonds? My partner doesn't bid again after 2 diamonds. Hey, Govind, don't bid again after 2 diamonds.
Yes, sir.
Because you've already defined your hand, and I said, you know, I know you think that you want to, that no trump's where you want to be, but I think you belong in diamonds. My partner doesn't really have another bid in standard. He doesn't have 4 spades, or he would have saluted those. He actually could bid 2 spades if he had 3 spades, but whatever he does, I've defined my hand. Now, for the guy in the back. If it goes 2 hearts at this point, pass, pass, I'll bid 3 diamonds.
Really?
Okay? Not showing extra stuff. I actually denied having a good hand when I bid 2 diamonds. But I'd rather play 3 diamonds and try and set the opponents in 2 hearts. Because I know we have at least 9 diamonds. Did y'all get that? I know we have at least 9 diamonds. How do I know we have at least 9 diamonds?
I guess the opponent has.
Because he opened a diamond and didn't salute my spades. So he has at least 4 of them. Yes, this is great. I got it. Oh, that makes sense.
I see that now, but I didn't see it.
Sorry. Yeah, you in the back.
Oh, Lord, I'm tired.
Go down.
Are you? I think the rain is tired.
It's a lot to learn.
Oh, I'm not going to go down 3 tricks. My partner might go down 3 tricks. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before, earlier,
In that one no trump hand, you said the diamond you don't have.
you can open your longest.
Partner has one no trump.
Yes.
Now, you said
You
that
have
when
5
it's
clubs.
three and 3 diamonds and 2 clubs.
Yes.
So,
Well, you
now,
want
in
to
this
make it
scenario, I'm assuming my partner has 4
the
diamonds.
top.
Yes. And the reason you know that your partner has 4 diamonds is because when you bid a spade, he didn't bid 2 spades. So if he didn't bid a spade, he doesn't have 4 cards in both majors. And the only hand he's going to open a diamond with only 3 cards has 4 cards in both majors. So because he didn't salute my major, he's got 4 diamonds. Life is good. That makes sense. Yes, ma'am.
All right, well, suppose instead of the diamonds, you have the 5 clubs. What do you do then?
I never get that hand.
I get them.
You're more experienced.
No.
You know, I need to play. I think I just need to play more bridge. And I'm going to let you answer that question since you asked it.
Well,
Well,
ask if you go to.
All right, one of my
spades.
partners wanted me
I'm not worried about what. It's okay.
wanted me to bid 2 spades as some kind of transfer of minors.
Okay, and that makes sense if they've opened no trump.
Yeah, a no trump. They open a no trump.
Okay.
I'm talking about the no trump.
And we'll get to that in a few weeks.
Okay.
Okay. But for this hand, your partner opens a diamond. What do you do?
Well,
I guess.
no, you do clubs.
Okay. You got 6 of 10 points. 6 of 10 points. You can bid. You can't change suits at the 2 level.
Yeah.
So what do you bid?
One no
One no
trump. Okay.
Boy, I hope this works. Don't have a 4-card major. I got 6 of 10 points.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Who would ever remember all this?
Partner opens the diamond. How many high card points?
14.
14. Do you have enough points for game? Yep. Do you have an 8-card major suit fit?
No.
Nope. There is a code. It's a code in bridge. It's actually a secret that I'm going to share with you. It's a bid that will convey a very specific meaning. Okay? Just about any time I bid 3 no trump, it means we have enough points for game. We don't have an 8-card major suit fit. Let's try to take 9 tricks in no trump. Okay, so with this hand, what do you bid? 3 no trump. Boy, I hope this works. We have enough points for game. We don't have an 8-card major suit fit. Let's try to take 9 tricks in no trump. Okay, if I took away a diamond and put an extra club up there, what would I bid? You know, I'd probably bid 3 no trump. At some point, I may look for slam in a minor. But if you're not going to be in slam in a minor,
Don't bet it up.
3 no trump. Just about always right. Questions?
Queen is a good stopper.
What's that?
Queen is a good stopper.
Oh, it's not. Oh, am I worried about? Oh, hold on. See, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, put it over here just for fun. All right, your partner opened a diamond and it's your bid. You have 5 clubs to the 6.
3 no trump.
Do you have enough points for game?
Yeah.
Do you have an 8-card major suit fit?
No.
Boy, I hope this works.
Yeah, 3 no
3
trump.
no trump.
3 no trump.
You don't have stopper.
Go, I hate that.
Yeah.
Brave.
That's when you
Yeah,
have
then they start
Okay,
taking the
and
clubs
again,
and they just start taking the tricks and I leave
If
them
you
all
have
out.
enough points for game and don't have an 8-card major suit fit, 3 no trumps. It doesn't make sense to try to play this hand anywhere else. There is no suit other than potentially 5 diamonds. Potentially 5 diamonds that will be better than 3 no trump. Because if partner has clubs, then we still want to be in 3 no trump. Yes, sir.
Don't you give your partner an option if your partner has a long spade, a really long spade, to go to 4 spades instead of 3?
Well, here he opened a diamond.
Yeah, he opened the diamond.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
The 1 diamond open, would you put down what the 1 diamond opener's hand is?
Nope.
We don't know.
I don't know. I will tell you what he has. He has a hand that couldn't open a major, couldn't open no trump. His diamonds are at least as long as his clubs. Could have 12 points, could have 19 points. If he has 19 points, we're going to be in 6 no trump. If he has 12 points, we're going to be in 3 no trump.
And if he opened a club, then
3 no trump. 1 club, partner opens a club, 3 no trump.
and he's got
So-
4 clubs,
I don't know.
what would you have?
He doesn't know.
What would I have if I opened a club? Okay, you're going to like this. I would have a hand. It couldn't open a major, couldn't open no trump. My clubs are at least as long as my diamonds. I could have 7 clubs, I could have 3 clubs. I don't know, whichever my partner has. 3 no trump. Partner, we have enough points per game. We don't have an 8-card major suit fit. Well, having points is it's good having.
First round going for 3 no trump right away.
Look, I could bid 2 clubs, which changes suits, but I don't want to play this hand in clubs. Where do I want to play this hand? 3, and how many of them? 3. If only I had a good way to convey that message to my partner. If only there were a bid that I could make that says, partner, I want to try to take 9 tricks in no trump. That's the one I'd want to do. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
All right. Questions, comments? All right. How many of y'all have actually read this?
Red.
Cards.
Red what?
Cards. Most of them.
Okay. Next week we're going to be going over chapter 3.
I thought we were not doing it.
No, we are doing next week. I am so glad we had this conversation.
You said we weren't doing it next week, but it's the following.
And then, you know, I'm like the wind.
Yeah.
Actually, my wife is like the wind. So we're going to have a class next week. It's going to be on chapter 3. For those of you who, and yeah, at the end of this, I'll do an all-day bridge thing. We'll start at 9:30, I'll talk to 4:30, and we will go over pretty much chapters 2 and 3, and I'll give short shrift to chapters 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 at the end. But we'll be doing a all-day review.
Next week.
Oh no, the all-day review is like sometime in August. But next week we'll be doing chapter 3, and I'll be going to about this time. Okay. And if you miss it, then we'll have another review. And by the way, have y'all met? I know most of y'all have met Govan. Govan actually is videotaping this, and we are trying to figure out whether we can get this, a link to this on our website. So if you miss next week's lesson and can't sleep, then you're needing a good, well, I don't do jokes on Saturdays, but this may get put up on the internet at some point. I still need to talk to Linda about doing it. So next week we have a lesson. The week after that we'll do overcalls and takeout doubles. We're going to take 2 weeks off. Then the next 3 weeks we'll have lessons. Then an all-day review. And I'll have schedules for you tomorrow night when you come. Questions, comments? All right. Good to see y'all today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow night.
Things are starting to stick. Some are